welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be doing part 2 of my 2-part blush collection. We're going to be focusing on cream and liquid blushes. I don't want to talk too much in this opening, so let's go ahead and jump right on in. All right, so let's get started with my cream and blush collection. Let's go ahead and start with Perfusion. I have a decent amount of these. These two are from that bubble tea collection. We have Best Tea and Terrific. The formula in these is so freaking pretty. So super creamy. I'm not going to swatch every single thing, but we're going to swatch some things. I mean, these blend beautifully. We have Terrific. I mean, look at that. Super pigmented, but they blend beautifully on the cheeks. These two are from the Blooming collection. The formula is the same as these. The shades are just different. We have Full Bloom Hibiscus and Full Bloom Rose Petal. Both of these are stunning. These two are the Blush Hours. I'm going to declutter this one and keep this one. This one is in Paloma. It's pretty, but I don't know, it doesn't blend very well on the skin. This one gets kind of patchy. This one, however, just blends beautifully. The shade is in Mai Tai, so decluttering, keeping. Any of these that I declutter, I'm just going to pass on to my daughter. I'm not going to give away cream products, that have touched my face. This one, I may just go ahead and toss this one. This one was from the Empower collection, Social Butterfly. The first time I used it, it was like nice. I liked it, but I swear now it's like you can't really get like barely anything off of it. Like I really have to go in there. I mean, do you see that? It's like nothing freaking happens. I tried my finger, brush. I don't know. It's like the formula is just so weird. It's like it just suddenly just stopped working. These next ones are from ColourPop. I'm filming a little bit later on in the day, so I don't have as much, bright natural light coming in. So if it's not as bright, as the previous videos, that's why. All of these are Super Shock blushes. This one is Georgette. It's a really beautiful red tone. This one is in Chamomile. Very pretty. This one is the ColourPop X Marielle collection, I think it is. I have no idea who that is. I just thought this was a really beautiful red. The shade is in Just Plain. It's a gorgeous red tone. These two are from the Tinkerbell collaboration. This one is in Darling. This one is so beautiful. I don't usually like a glowy blush, but this one has this really pretty bronziness to it, and it is stunning. It's one of my favorite blushes to wear in the summer. And then this one is Magic Moon. This one has more of a coral tone to it, still beautiful and glowy. Let's do all of my blushes from Shop Miss A next. As you can see, I have a pretty decent amount. These are the Plush blushes. A couple of these I'm going to declutter. This one is in Nimbo. It looks like it's a really pretty kind of a rusty red, but I don't know. It looks very weird on the skin. Like it almost looks dirty. I don't even know how to explain it. See, when you look at that, it looks like it would be a pretty rusty orange, but on the cheek, like I said, it looks kind of dirty and ruddy, and it's extremely patchy. I don't know what it is about this shade. This one is the same way. This shade is in, what is this one? Alto. This one just looks extremely patchy on the skin. I don't know what it is. See there? The shade is beautiful, but when this one blends out, you see that? It's like that deep, rich red disappears, and it just looks so extremely patchy. This one I haven't actually used yet, so I'm not sure like how this one's going to look. So I'm going to hang on to it until I've at least had a chance to use it. And this is Stratus. This one is beautiful. This shade is in Cumulus. This one blends beautifully in the skin. This is my favorite of all of them. These three are the Blush Hours, and these are gorgeous. This one is in Redwood. I'm going to go ahead and swatch these three. So that's Redwood. This one is Walnut. So pretty. All three of these just blend out beautifully, and they're very long wearing and last all day. And then this one is Cherry Wood. These are the original cream blush formula from AOA Studio. These are, what are these called? The Hush blushes. I'm going to go ahead and swatch all of these only because I want to see if the formula is still performing, because I have had them for a while. This one is Bloom. Still feels pretty creamy to the touch. Okay, that one is still nice. This one is Cupid. Very soft, everyday pink. This one still feels pretty emollient too. Okay, that's another good one. This one is Cozy. Very soft, muted pink. This one's like a perfect everyday pink shade. That one is still feeling pretty emollient. And, yep, still performing. This one is in Shy. What that one is looking like. Let's put this one here. Ooh, still beautiful. And then this one is Charm. This is the perfect red. This one looks red regardless. Like no matter how I blend it out, if I use it on foundation, powder, whatever, this is the only red cream blush I have that comes off as a real true red. I love it. This one I've had the longest and it still feels super creamy. Look at that. And you guys, these are only $1 each. These are some like random ones. These two are from Revolution. These two are the blush bombs. We have Peach Filter and Dolly Rose. And you guys, I do not like these. I have tried my best to make them work. They're super, super emollient. Like if you have dry skin, these might work really well for you. But on me, they just look greasy and kind of oily and there's barely any pigment to them. My daughter's skin is on that more normal to dry side. So I'm going to give these to her and let her try them out. She may love them, but on me, they just did not work. Same thing with these. These two are Sigma cream blushes. Some of the newer products that came to their collection. I had a 70% off, I think it was 50% off coupon. So I went on there and made like my first Sigma order. And I got 2 other new cream blushes. This one is in Pashmina. Like looking in the pan, they look really pretty and they're emollient. I don't know. I just feel like on me, they don't really show up very well. This one is Coral Dawn. Yeah, I mean, you see how like super pale those are? Like on me, they barely show up. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these on to my daughter as well. I have one each from Tower 28 and Moira. Both of these are creams and they are stunning. This one is Beach Please Golden Hour. This is the Tower 28. Beautiful warm toasty orange. This is one of the Moira Love Heat blushes and I Want You. So pretty. I want to get some more blushes in this formula because they are so pretty. These two are from Nessa Myricks. These are the Yummy Skin Blurring Blushes. This one is Prima Donna. I really like these. My only issue is that they don't last very long. This one is in Golden Hour. They're both like super, super pigmented. Like all it takes is just the slightest bit. And as you can see, they go on like really pigmented, like on the cheek, especially this one right here. If you just go like ham in there with a brush and go on your cheek, you're going to have so much product. I just dug my nail into that. And it's going to take so much work to blend it out. Application, blend ability, I love. But like I said, they don't last very long. I'll blend these on my cheek, right? And then do the rest of my makeup. And before I'm even done, they're already fading away. So I have to build them up. And throughout the day, they only last for like a couple of hours before they start fading. So what I end up having to do is take a powder blush to apply over them to kind of set it. So in a way that they will last. But these are newer to my collection. They're beautiful. So we're not going to get rid of these. Everything else, I think I only have like one from each brand. This one is a palette. This was part of that Kiko Milano Valentine's Day collection. You guys, it's so freaking super light. I can't read that. Romeo and Juliet. These are the first cream blushes that I ever tried from Kiko Milano, and they are so pretty. They're pigmented, but not super pigmented. They blend out beautifully, and they last all day. These are gorgeous. This one is from LYS. This is one of their satin matte cream blushes, and this one is an Epic. This is the perfect, like, burnt orange. So beautiful. This one is my only one from Patrick Ta. The shade is in She's Vibrant. Ironically, when I ordered this on the website, these look like they were like a orangey coral. They did not look pink at all on the website. So when I got it, it wasn't the shades were not what I was thinking they were going to be, but it's beautiful and I do enjoy it. You have a cream on the top and the powder on the bottom. What Patrick says to do is to apply the powder first and then put the cream on top. And to me, that's just weird. I can't do it that way. So I do the cream and then I put the powder on top to set, but this is beautiful. And this last one is from Hard Candy, the Candy Paint Cream Blush in American Pie. This one is beautiful. The only thing about this one is I thought it was like a bright red when I bought it, but it actually pulls like a fuchsia pink. It doesn't really pull red at all. I think I'm going to pass this one to my daughter as well. It's beautiful, but I know it's one that I'm not really going to pull from. This is the last group, and then we will be done. This one is from Tarte. It's one of their blush tapes, if I can get it to focus. This was Tarte's kind of dupe for those Charlotte Tilbury, face wands. The shade is in Peach. This one, it's not like it's super pigmented or anything. I feel like this comes off more like a peachy highlight. So you know what? I'm actually going to just move this to my highlighter drawer because I'm not going to use this as a blush. I mean, as you can see there, it definitely comes off more like a rosy, bronzy highlighter than a blush. At least on me it does. This is one that I'm going to declutter. This is from Essence Baby Got Blush Stick. As I have a shade, Peaches and Cream. This one is okay, but it's like super emollient. And once again, it's just, on me, it just doesn't come off very well. It smells good. Like it smells kind of like fruity candy. I think my daughter would really like this one, so I'm just going to pass this one on to her. This one is the Halo Beauty Wand from e.l.f. This was e.l.f.'s version of the Charlotte Tilbury blushes. And this one is in Berry Radiant. This one is just like a really glowy blush. I need to squeeze out a little bit more product. Let's see. Now this one does come off more like a blush for me. So this one I'm going to keep in my blush drawer. But as you can see, it's a super, super glowy. It's a super, super glowy berry tone. This one is from Believe Beauty. This is one of my favorite blushes in my entire collection. This is one of the cream blushes in Tropical Sunset. As far as I know, there are only currently 2 shades. But this one is gorgeous. This one right here is a similar shade to this one, but this one is so much more pigmented and it just blends so beautifully. I've had this one for a while and it still performs. It is so gorgeous. Perfect spring tone blush. This one is from She Glam. I do like the formula and I do like the shade, but as you guys know, I just don't shop from She Glam anymore. And I've almost used this one up, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull this one and just remove it from my collection altogether. This one is beautiful. This is a liquid blush from Beauty Bay. The shade is in Reef. This one is more like a powder or a cream to powder formula, and it is so beautiful, so soft, so creamy. It leaves like a more powdery kind of finish to the skin when it sets down. It is stunning. This last one is from Ilia. This was part of my birthday gift from Sephora. I haven't actually used this one yet at all. The shade is in At Last. Not for any reason other than I just haven't had a chance to. Oh, that is beautiful. It's kind of a plummy mauve. Oh, I'm definitely looking forward to finally trying that on my cheeks. So that's all of my cream and liquid blushes. Let's go on ahead and finish out this video. Real quick, I wanted to show you what the drawers look like, completely organized. I did film the reorganizing part of the highlighter, but because I split this portion up into 2, I just didn't bother doing that. But here are the powder blushes. So much more organized. I can see what I want. Loving that. And then the cream of liquids on the bottom. And you can see we still have some space over here. There's a little more space in this one, and then we have room over here to grow should I decide that I want to add more blush to my collection. But I am very, very excited with how organized everything is looking now. That's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with the channel. If you're new to the channel, you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider joining my little family and hitting subscribe, and make sure you tap the bell so you do not miss a thing. You can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.